Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 48 of the FIFA 20 My Player Career, and we're jumping straight into the action today. We are at the new season, of course, with Arsenal, and we're taking on Stoke City in the first game of today's episode at the Emirates Stadium. Glorious sunshine, as you can see right now. So we're hoping to get the 3 points. This is the year which we do want to put in a real good challenge for the Premier League title and hopefully bring back the trophy in May when the season does end. We'll also be going all out in the domestic trophies as well, and of course we are in the Champions League this season as well with Arsenal. So that is another competition where we want to go all the way and hopefully lift it. If we do manage to lift the Champions League trophy, then we may look to move to a different club at the end of the season, but of course we do want to leave Arsenal at least with a couple pieces of silverware at the end of the year. So fingers crossed we can pull that off, and then obviously we can look forward to moving to a different club. So far this journey has taken us, well, we started obviously at Ajax in the Netherlands, then we went on loan, as you may remember, to Turkey where we spent the season at Galatasaray, and then of course from Ajax returned to Ajax on that loan, coming to Arsenal. So we want some silverware if we can. I'm sure we should be able to do it this season. Not sure who else is going to be up there challenging with us. It'll be the usual suspects, no doubt. There will be a lot of money spent as well in the transfer window, which we do actually have closing in today's episode. So we'll take a look at that and see if Arsenal improve on their squad. We do already have a new player. Who was it? I can't remember who it was now. I think it was a right back from West Ham United. So we'll wait and see if we do bring in anybody else in. But there is the first goal of today's episode, and it is of course from the main man, the young French left winger Kai, who goes through here. Didn't really need the pass back there, but he got it and he finishes nicely for his second Premier League goal of the season. So things are looking good so far. Good positive start to the new season. And talking about positivity, I hope you are all doing well and staying safe at home during this pandemic. I did mention it briefly in the last episode, so I hope you all continue on to stay safe, and wish you all the very best of health in the coming weeks or months, however long this is going to actually keep going on for. But of course, the longer we do stay home, the quicker it will go away. So fingers crossed it is done before the end of the summer. And then obviously we can get back to some real life football as well. That's something I have been missing through this pandemic crisis. I've been missing all the football. So fingers crossed we can get back to some good football, some real life football, and get this season finished. Because of course Liverpool are going to be the champions, but are they? Still waiting on a word from the Premier League to see exactly what's going to be happening with this season's Premier League. And I don't really know what to do. The only thing which is realistic is to avoid the whole Premier League, if I'm totally honest. I know a lot of fans would like that, other than Liverpool fans, because obviously they are technically the champions already, but not mathematically, so you can't really award them the trophy, to be honest. Stoke go through. That's a fantastic cross and a beautiful little volley as well. As Stoke pull a goal back here. It is 2-1 then, just over an hour played here in the English capital, and are Stoke City going to come back and get themselves back onto level terms? Hopefully not, but obviously Stoke sometimes can be a bit of a tricky team to play in the Premier League. But look at that cross, great cross, poor defensive work there from Arsenal. Not sure who was that. Was that number 34? Not sure who that is in the Arsenal defence. He just let the ball go straight past him. So into the final 15 minutes then, here at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal in possession, trying to get themselves a third goal to get these 3 points wrapped up. And then obviously we can move on into the next game, which I believe is against Tottenham Hotspur. So it's going to be a big North London derby, of course. Hopefully Arsenal can come out on top with that one. And then we have the transfer window closing, and there is an even better volley than the last one that Stoke just scored. And again, it is from the main man, number 52, Kai. He gets his second of the game. That is his third of the Premier League season. Nice little cross here, I think from Traore. But boom, slightly behind him there, Kai, but manages to get the contact that he needed. And he goes into the bottom corner, leaving the goalkeeper with no chance. And Arsenal lead then 3, Stoke City 1. And we're just waiting now for the final whistle to blow, and it will be a good start to today's episode. 3 points in the bag, and let's just don't concede anymore. That one actually goes out of play, and the final whistle blows, and there we go. We'll take the 3 points. A good 3 goals as well for the Gunners. 2 goals for Kai. He'll probably get the man of the match award as well. So let's jump into the next game, and as you can see, as I mentioned briefly, it is against Tottenham Hotspur, and we are away from home, so travelling to the Tottenham Stadium for this one. Let's go there, bring the 3 points back if we can. There is number 7, Kessie, for Tottenham. Is he going to have an impact in this game? Dele Alli there, still at Tottenham as well. Let's try and see who else is here. I don't know if Harry Kane's still at Tottenham. Here's Verratti, that's a good signing for the midfield. There is Kessie, we just mentioned as well. But Arsenal winning possession. Here is Mauro Icardi, who is going to be influential during this season, I'm sure. Didn't get as many starts as he would have liked last season, so I'm sure he will be in it more this year. Here's Van der Beek, who has been influential for Arsenal since during last January. And here is Kai, tries to play that one through for Van der Beek, but good defensive work there by Tottenham, and they do get the ball clear. And actually, they're on the attack. Here is Verratti, shot comes in, but good block there from Arsenal. And now the counter-attack is on for the Gunners. Here is Van der Beek, finds Kai in space. What's he going to do with it? Nice bit of trickery there, but it didn't work out for him. So Tottenham back in possession with Richarlison. And now with Kessie, plays that one back through. Is he going to find his teammate? It cuts it back, lays it off on the edge of the area. Dele Alli gets, loses the ball actually. And Kai's still down here. It looks like he's going to be substituted early on. Only 17 minutes played here. Still 0-0. And Kai, what's sort of him? He's holding his knee. So that's probably an arm injury. Because that's how FIFA works. You go down, injure your knee, and you've broken your face. So let's see exactly what is up with him. Hopefully it's not going to be a long time out. Remember, we did miss the World Cup due to injury. And there we go. We're having an enforced break. How long? For 8 weeks. And as I mentioned, it is an arm injury. He dislocated his shoulder. Even though he's holding his knee, he's dislocated his shoulder. So we have a bunch of games to sim through. But hopefully we can get through that in the end of today's episode. And then by tomorrow's episode, we can obviously get back to some action. First game up against Charlton away from home. We do win 3-1 in the Carabao Cup. Next up then for Arsenal is the home game against Everton in the Premier League. Hopefully the AI can go through and get us these important 3 points so we can keep up with this title challenge. Because we don't want our teammates letting us down. We do go to transfer deadline day then, and with Kai currently out injured, there's going to be no transfer talk of him. But let's go through here. Arsenal spending close to 90 million. Merrick, Sillerson and Savage. So a defender and 2 goalkeepers, I think that was. So very, very interesting there for Arsenal. We did lose Leno. I don't know if you noticed on the players out. If you want to go back and just pause it. You can do that as well as we do go through any of these teams to see if your favourite team played, signed anybody decent. Joelinton, Alexandro joining Chelsea there. Everton spending 50 million. Suarez is there from Arsenal or Southampton, wherever he is permanently. Leicester City, 50 million, spot on. Tillemans though, left. Kimpembe joined Liverpool. Firmino leaving. Harry Kane has left. Tottenham, he's gone to Manchester City. Over £200 million they spent. Ryan Fraser has left Manchester United. Joelinton, we know, left Newcastle. Tottenham spending close to 200 million. We know that Harry Kane left there as well. Stoke City, Watford, and is it Wolves last of all? No, West Ham and then Wolves. There you go, Wolves spending and actually receiving quite a lot of money there as well. Well, big game up then for Arsenal. Next up, away from home, travelling to the Etihad Stadium to take on Manchester City. Not feeling confident about this one, if I'm totally honest, but come on, boys, don't let us down. They win 2-0. Kevin De Bruyne and Son coming on there for Tottenham. For Manchester City to give them the 2-goal lead. So here we have the group stages. Tottenham in with Paris Saint-Germain. Manchester City, we've just seen the Arsenal one. City got Bayern, Barcelona got Chelsea, Dortmund in with Napoli and PSV, Juventus and Monaco. Group G is Liverpool, Valencia and Ajax. That's a tricky one there for Liverpool. I'm sure they will still come out on top though. AC Milan in with Real Madrid. So very interesting groups there. Arsenal have Atletico Madrid, so that's going to be a tough one. But we do start against Lokomotiv Moscow. And of course, Kai's not going to be in this one because he's currently out injured. But hopefully our teammates can get the job done and start our European campaign with a win, which they do. 3 goals there for Mauro Icardi, and Reece Nelson grabbing himself a goal too. So let's jump back into the Premier League action. We are back at home at the Emirates Stadium, taking on West Ham United. Come on boys, let's see what we can do. We want another victory please. After losing against Manchester City, we need to get ourselves back to winning ways in the domestic league. And do we do that? We do. 1-0. Icardi coming off the bench there to get the winner in the last minute to give Arsenal the important 3 points. So next up for Arsenal is the home game in the Carabao Cup. We want to obviously go all the way to the end of this competition if we can, get ourselves to the final. And we do very close there. We go through 5-4 on a penalty shootout. Pepe scoring in the last 5 minutes to take it to that penalty shootout. Crystal Palace next up then for Arsenal in the Premier League. We are away from home, so another London derby here for the Gunners. Will it be another win? It is. Comfortable win there for Arsenal. Mustafi getting himself 2 goals as Nicolas Pepe and Maximiliano Gomez getting in on the goals too. So game 2 of the group stages of the Champions League, and we are taking on Atletico Madrid. We are at home for this one. Oh, we're going to get the 3 points. We started good against Lokomotiv. Can we get another win? Oh, we lost 1-0. Harry Maguire of all people, former Manchester and Leicester City defender, of course, getting the only goal of the game. International duty. Kai has been chosen for the European qualifiers against Denmark and Slovakia or Slovenia. I can't remember who that was there. But we are still currently injured, so it'll be interesting to see if we do actually play those games. But we are going to end today's episode with this one, maybe one more after. But I hope you did enjoy it, as we did get a 3-1 win. Absolutely fantastic. And Mustafi getting himself a goal again. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Here is the international break. We are not playing the first game against Denmark. Shall we sim it right now? We will sim it, and then obviously hopefully we can get back to winning ways and playing ways in the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you did like it, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.